reside.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for traveling this unfamiliar path with me. Today is the first episode of what I call Inspirational Minutes with Donyale. Inspirational Minutes with Donyale. And before we get too far, I want you to know that whenever someone's speaking in your life, this is what I do. I always go to their about page. I always go to their intent or their mission page. Doesn't matter what organization, doesn't matter what company, doesn't matter what person, doesn't matter what group. I like to know what they stand for. I think it's important. And so I'm saying and inviting you to do the same. That's helpingbuildbridgesacross.com. To learn more about me, be sure to visit the About and also Living in My Truth. Today, Inspirational Minutes with Donyale. The first episode is How We Walk With. How we walk with. How we walk with the broken speaks louder than how we sit with the great. Beautiful image here that you can see. Just fell in love with it when I saw it, so I couldn't help but share it. I don't provide answers, I just share a perspective, and I thought this was a good place to discuss. I actually posted this some time ago on the social media village, and it had a huge response. And I think because it speaks so many things to so many people, there's no one answer, and we all have a different view of it. And so let's kind of play with it. First of all, this particular episode is also going to be offered on the podcast. If you guys have not checked that out, be sure to do so. I have set it up through Anchor, anchorfm.com under Journey HBBA, and you'll see it listed there. So feel free if you're a person that likes to listen or even share with others to listen, that it is available there. And the words are not the same. This is not scripted. This is just being shared from the heart. And truthfully, I'm sure this is going to go a different direction. That's how it works. So how we sit, how we walk, how we sit, how we walk. How we walk with the great speaks louder than how we sit with the... I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat that. This is not going to be re-recorded. I don't do production, sorry. Don't like to re-record. It's too much work. But how we walk with the broken speaks louder than how we sit with the great. So for me, when I saw that, it just said everything. You know, we all have broken places, but I think this is dealing with people who in the moment, you know, to me, life's journey is seasonal. It's moments. And there's sometimes where you're sitting on top of the mountain and things are smooth sailing and you have really no issues you can call out. And then you have those seasons, those moments, those weeks, those days that it seems like all hell is broken loose and you're knocked down and you're trying to climb to get back up. There's a lot going on emotionally, mentally, physically for some. Everybody's walk is different. But that's important to say this, that to me that's what empathy and that's what compassion is. When you live long enough, you realize that no matter where you are in your journey, that you don't know what life will offer or present you before you get to the next chapter or get to the next page. We really don't know. And that doesn't mean live in fear of that. It just means that alone should give some humility. That alone should give some empathy. That alone should remind us all that life is a priceless gift and that if we are afforded today, and that's a gift because someone was not, if we're afforded today, then that alone should put our perspective in some type of zone where we realize that, you know what, if I'm out somewhere in my travels, whatever it is, even by phone this applies because your tone can say a lot by phone or the way you're presented. Like if I'm on the phone with someone, they can tell when you're not energetic or smiling, or if your tone is such that you feel like you're annoying, you know, maybe someone's annoying you, you can pick that up in a conversation. So I just think that all of us have broken places. I believe that. Maybe you're not in the season of being broken, and no one's wishing that. I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, wait for that to come. That's not what I mean. I mean that your life is such that you do have humility, and that you realize that none of us are above challenges. None of us are above facing things along the journey. And I think anyone that understands life having an opening chapter and a closing one understands that. So that being said, that broken people are sometimes us, and there's sometimes other people, and sometimes the reality of it is that there is a story behind a smile, there's a story behind the anger, and when you recognize that, you take on a different position of how you interact with people. You don't have to give speeches. No one's looking for you to be a therapist or a doctor or a pastor. Sometimes just listening. You know, less can be more. Sometimes you don't have anything more than to allow someone to vent. Now it's out, and they don't have to feel that it has to be revisited or be brought up in other conversations. That's a gift. So, how we walk with. Just keep in mind that no matter where we are along our journey, that if it's a high mountain, there are valleys. If you're in a valley, you won't stay there long. There will be mountains again. And every single person we come in contact with has that same feeling or capacity. So we can just live in being courteous, being respectful. And I'll go as far as this. Everybody is not friendly. Everybody is not filled with gratitude. Everybody doesn't have great things to say. I'll respect that. But what I would say to you in those moments, consider just allowing silence. Even silence, peaceful silence, can be a gift. And so just keep those things in mind as we go along. This is episode 1 of Inspirational Minutes with Donyale. Our topic today is what we're showing. We're focusing on images, we're focusing on words, and today's exercise, we're going to be exercising with the intent to do this daily. The exercise is to locate an image or a quote or something that moves me in sharing it, and in doing so kind of giving more meat to it in the moment. So again, today's quote is, how we walk with the broken speaks louder than how we sit with the great. Now listen, this is helpingbillbridgesacross.com. We are a community. A community means that we have many voices, many perspectives, many beliefs, many thoughts. You're always welcome, always welcome. The door is always open. Whether we may not share the same belief, the philosophy, or the experience, but the door is always open for you to share your voice. Even if it's I always say, even if it's an angry face or the words are not too kind, I'm a big girl, I can handle it. I may just choose not to comment, but I will allow your voice to be heard, as long as it's respectful. We're not here to tear people down or be disrespectful. That's not what this community is. But if it's something that needs to be said that you feel the need to say, I'll review it, and if it's something that is just words to be stated, it can sit there. But whatever it is, just know that you're always welcome here at helpingbillbridgesacross.com. Again, my name is Donyale, and this has been an inspirational moment. Actually, an inspirational minute. See how I got moment and minutes mixed in together? Because I feel like minutes are moments and moments are minutes. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off subject. But today's title, Inspirational Minutes with Donyale. And today I'll close it out with what we started with, and that is our quote for today. And that is, how we walk with the broken speaks louder than how we sit with the great. All right, guys, thank you. And until tomorrow, remember, making gratitude contagious was, is, and always will be our intent. Again, hashtag making gratitude contagious is the intent. All right, take care. Until next time.